guys, this is Animat, and welcome back to the Muppet Vlog. Now, this time we're going to be looking into the 4th episode of The Muppet Show, which features Ruth Buzzi. Now, unfortunately, there's a very high chance that you guys have no clue who Ruth Buzzi is. And that's mostly because she was a major star back in the 70s. She is an actress and a comedian of stage, theater, and TV, but it's mostly on television that she is very well known, considering that she was one of the stars of the variety show Laugh-In. And that really was her star performance right there, considering that she did win a Golden Globe and she got 5 Emmy nominations for it. So, with that said, considering that a star of a variety show, she would do pretty well in another variety show. Well, I would say, yeah, but like, maybe not the best, but yeah, I guess so. Now, what I pretty much mean by that is that with Ruth Buzzi, there are some things that sometimes is a bit of a hit and miss. Like, the first act that she does, that was a good hit. It was pretty much, like, this weird medieval, reenactment of You're Just Too Good to Be True. So, while she's pretty much singing that, everything that's going on, it's like a combination of a Pepe Le Pew and a Tom and Jerry cartoon all mixed up into one, where somehow Ruth Buzzi falls in love with Sweetums in a sense, and and Sweetums is pretty much acting like a monster and like just pretty much throwing her off every time that he could. So that's where the element of like both Pepe Le Pew and then like as it reaches more to the end, it reaches to the levels of like Tom and Jerry. So, like, it definitely is good on its own, but one thing I will say that if you look close to, like, to Ruth Buzzi, you'll notice that this is obvious freaking lip syncing. Sometimes she'll sing and all she does is just smile at Sweetums. It's like, something doesn't really connect there. But yeah. But I will say that some of the other sketches that does feature Ruth Buzzi, they're not really that much of a hit. Like, there was this weird sketch where she comes up, like, she has to confess because she got captured, like, it's like a whole army bit, and, like, she ends up confessing too much to the point that the torturers feel tortured. It just feels like, it just feels hit and miss. And then there's, like, when, there's the talk spot, the talk spot where Kermit would interview with Ruth Buzzi, and then she would go on talking about fat and stuff like that, and that she loves to eat because because like Kermit just starts off by saying, okay, let's cut down the fat as an expression. So like it kind of is hit and miss and stuff like that. But and then there is one other sketch that she does appear as one of her recurring characters that I presume she would do in Laugh-In, but I'm not 100% sure. It was at the end when they would do the pressing questions. I think this is the first episode that actually actually, I've seen the previous episodes. Yes, this is the first episode that features the pressing questions, where it actually features one of her characters, which is Granny Goodwitch, I believe. And, like, I personally really do like the pressing questions. Often, they're a lot of fun to watch. And, like, what happens is that Granny Goodwitch, she would end up doing yoga, like, showing off yoga for apparently, like, Sam the Eagle has no idea what yoga is. And then, like, there are 2 other pigs, one of which is Miss Piggy, and, I don't know what to say. It's like, yeah, it's like, what, I don't know if I want to say it. It's just, like, I don't know, they're just, how can I put this? Snogging? I guess. They're snogging. I'm trying to find, I'll just say they're pretty much the two pigs are snogging on the side. That's all I could say. I don't know how else to put it without sounding really weird or just make a bad pig pun. I don't know. But anyways, yeah. But I will say at the same time that there are some other sketches that are more hit and miss. The Muppet News Flash about the Atlantic Ocean, that was hilarious. But then there was also the bit with, what was it? The Gogolagi, there's this jug band singing "You Can't Roller Skate in a Buffalo Herd," and it's like one of those dumb, silly songs. So a lot of it overall is hit and miss. But the one sketch I will say that, oh no, wait, no, there are a few sketches that, like, they are legit good. Like, one good one was with Fozzie Bear, and it's basically the prominent sketch that is the perfect example to present the relationship between Fozzie Bear and Statler and Waldorf, where the two old guys are pretty much stealing Fozzie's act. And like, it's pretty much a classic bit, and it just like I said, it shows very prominently their relationship and how like pretty much how these three pretty much really work well together, even though they don't really like each other in a sense. But yeah, like, it's just a classic bit. Like, that's really the one that, like, that will be remembered the most out of everything that happened in the episode. But then there is also one bit is I Never Harmed an Onion, which, again, like the Roller Skate on a Buffalo Herd, it's like a silly song that Rolf plays, but for me, holy crap, that one is super nostalgic. That's, like, as a little kid, that was one of the first ever Muppet sketches that I've ever been introduced to, and I remember prominently I Never Harmed an Onion. It's just, like, I'll always remember it as one of the Muppet sketches that, like, introduced me to the Muppets, and it's like forever here, man. Like, yeah, it's a dumb, like, without the nostalgic bit, it's not really, like, yeah, it's a dumb, silly song, and, like, it has a cute little punchline at the end, but it's like it'll be here, man. I'll always love I Never Harmed an Onion. And then there is another sketch that, and I just realized there is another one that does work. It's actually the first one where the Electric Mayhem sings Sunny, and and what pretty much happens in there is that, like, Animal is taking over the entire song, where like the more it continues, the faster the tempo is, just to satisfy Animal's drumming needs. It's just really great. It's a lot of fun to watch, and definitely one of the highlights of the episode, other than the Fozzie one. But I will say that, okay, so overall, you might have guessed it is a lot of hit and misses, but there is one thing that really does work, like, constantly throughout the show, and that is what was going on backstage. Now, apparently, Scooter's uncle decided to bring in a wind-up talk show host, and it's pretty much the exact replica of Kermit, except, like, he has this big wind-up thing in his back. So overall, it's exactly how you'd think it would be. It's, like, kind of, it makes this entirely the doppelganger episode, and they do exactly all the doppelganger sketches. They would do, like, they would do the mirror bit, and then they would do the like, the misunderstanding thing with Miss Piggy and all that stuff. But I will say, it does work. As old as these bits are, it really does work, thanks to the writing and to the performances of the Muppets. So it does give something that is fun. And I guess that's kind of the overall thing that is to say about this episode. There are there are a few things that don't really work. There are a few misses, but most of the time it does work. There are some sketches that are memorable, and they do work, whether it be with Fozzie Bear, the Electric Mayhem, or with Kermit doing a lot of the stuff. So it's not great, but it definitely is a good episode, and this is one of those that I would recommend, like, you definitely go check it out. Just, like, kind of, like, not immediately as an introduction to the Muppets, or, like, kind of, like, not really to give you a good idea. It's just, like, while you're on your path, like, knowing the Muppets and stuff like that, you will find an appreciation for this episode. And, with all that said, that's pretty much it for this Muppet vlog. So, maybe with the next episode, we'll see how things go, and, hopefully we will see a lot more hits along the way. So, until next time, see you later, dudes!